people in the room. Give yourselves a round of applause. Bienvenidos a Six Flags Over Texas and welcome to the Southern Palace, or should I say, the newly renovated Southern Palace. Doesn't it look great, guys? And we are not done yet, so you guys have to come back to see the final result. My name is Wilma Rivera and I am the Regional Manager of Public Relations for Six Flags Over Texas. It's great to see a lot of familiar faces in the room. I see you. We are honored to have so many special guests with us today. I know the city of Arlington is well represented. There's even a special guest, a very, very special guest from the city of Arlington joining us in a few minutes. So we'll share that later. We also have many business and community leaders, and our next door neighbors, the Texas Rangers, are represented here. I can't see where they are, but they are in the room. I want to thank all the content creators, influencers, bloggers, and media covering the event. I can't wait to see your stories in the days and weeks ahead. So thank you for being here. And of course, I have to mention, I can't see with the lights, but we have several hundred pass holders. Where are my pass holders? There you go. And this event is streaming live, so thank you to all the people who are joining online. So, we are finally here. It's September 25th. Right? We've been seeing that date for a while, and we are ready, more than ready for this big, historic, and multi-record breaking announcement. Who is excited to know more about this roller coaster? As you know, last November, we announced that the company was investing, it was a large investment, a large 2-year investment to enhance the guest experience across all parks. And the press release included a very small line, somewhere hidden in the press release, that said, Six Flags Over Texas will unleash a record-breaking dive coaster. And that one tiny line was all it took to create so much buzz and excitement all over the world. And ever since, many of you have been creating tons of content. Speculation, a lot of guessing, and many of you have guessed a few things here and there that will be right, you'll find out. But everything from the name, the colors, how tall it would be, and so on. So being the PR manager, dealing with content creators and media every day, I am probably the happiest person in the room today because finally you will stop asking me questions. And you know who you are. I won't name names. JP Thrills. Bryant from Amusement Source. Savage Mister. All kidding aside, we have truly enjoyed reading your content, especially in the last few weeks after our very talented social media team threw some curves your way, some clues and teasers. Some of you even got a very special mystery box. So it has been all fun. But after today, you will finally be able to post accurate information. Okay? No more guessing. It's over. As you can imagine, the opening of this roller coaster is super important for us at Six Flags Over Texas, and we have been busy. Six Flags Over Texas has been working strategically to enhance the guest experience and to make sure the park reclaims its glory as the original Six Flags Park that opened in 1961. Yes, this is the OG of all Six Flags Parks. And for those of you who can do math very quickly, 2026 will coincide with our 65th anniversary, so it's going to be absolutely epic. Yay for 2026. So to get things started, I want to bring somebody who has been leading those efforts for several months, so he can tell you more about our vision for Six Flags Over Texas. Let's give a big round of applause to the VP and Park Manager for Six Flags Over Texas, Mr. Mark Boyer. Mark.
Thank you, Wilma. Thank you all for coming out again and joining us. As Wilma said, 2026 will be the 65th anniversary of Six Flags Over Texas, the very first Six Flags park, the park that started it all. As part of that anniversary, the team here at Six Flags Over Texas has been working very hard on what we're calling a transformational renovation. I'm going to take just a few minutes and talk about some of the things that we've done, and as well as a few things we have yet to come. So for starters, some of this transformative work includes this beautiful Southern Palace, as Wilma mentioned. The exterior has been completely repainted. The fountains and landscape have been redone. Just inside the lobby, we've added period-correct tile flooring and updated paint and lighting. We've also brought back the interior detail to this theater, bringing back the charm and the history of this building back to life. This beautiful proscenio is a great addition. To coincide with this, we're also adding entertainment back into the park. Our programming has been somewhat limited the last few years, especially during the summer. Next year, we're going to be utilizing the Southern Palace for multiple different shows throughout the year. We also have some of our other facilities with some potential plans still in the works. And if you have not had a chance to come out to Fright Fest and see the Toxicity show that's in this theater, you really need to. It's an amazing show. We've also reimagined the front entry plaza as well. Hopefully you noticed some of that when you came in. It's a beautiful new color scheme that's appropriate to the park theming and to the area. We have new pergolas for added shade and comfort. We've updated the front gate retail, some of those stands as well, both inside and out, and we have more to come. We also have a brand new Over Texas sign coming. It's being built right now. It's going to go right in front of the front fountain. And this will allow us to bring back the Star Carousel sign and some of the original theming to the Star Carousel as well. And to cap it off, in the whole front plaza, we'll be redoing the front fountain next year. Hopefully you've all noticed as well some of the significant efforts that's gone into landscape improvements around the park. Our goal has been to touch every single landscape bed in the park and bring back some of the natural beauty of the park that has been missing for the past few years. We also have several painting projects going on around the park. I'm sure everybody's noticed the new Titan coaster paint. This is such an important part of the park's skyline, as well as the community skyline, so we wanted to make sure this was one of the things we did first. We're painting some other rides and attractions around the park. We're painting our log flume ride. We were halfway done. We'll be doing the other half here before the end of the year. We're also in the process of painting many of the buildings around the park and facilities. Some of these are just a refresh, but we're also taking the opportunity to bring back the theming of the buildings to match the area of the park that they belong in. Some other innovations or enhancements we're working on include park sound, lighting, We're bringing back some of the theming elements to the rides and attractions as well. So hopefully you'll see some nice surprises popping up here and there around the park on some of your favorite rides. And lastly, some of our biggest improvements have been on the food and beverage side. So far, we've invested millions in renovations to JB's Barbecue, All-American Cafe. Some of these improvements include new kitchen equipment for improved food quality and variety, as well as new serving lines for better speed of service. We've also added and updated some drink refresh locations around the park, and this will allow our guests to not have to wait in a food line just to get a drink. So these are just a few of the examples that we've been working on. And finally, as part of our Spain transformation, I am very excited to share that we are adding a brand new food location for 2026 right next to the new ride. Cocina Abuela, it's a brand new ground up restaurant inspired by the rich culinary traditions of Latin America. The menu will showcase bold, scratch-made favorites, crafted with an emphasis on vibrant flavors, authentic quality. This will be an immersive dining experience with live tortilla making and a rotating menu that keeps each visit unique and exciting. We're very excited about that. These park enhancements are not just a celebration of the park's 65th anniversary, but also part of our overall commitment to this park and to this community. Lastly, I'd like to introduce the Over Texas management team that's been responsible for all of this transformation. If you'll bear with me for just a moment, folks, if you guys want to join me on stage. Drew Corrigan, Vice President of Park Operations. Nikki Rosenboom, Director of HR. Nikki couldn't be with us today. Homero Rodriguez, Maintenance and Construction. Alexandra Banks, Park Operations. Allie is off on Skycoaster training. Ashley Tapia, Food and Beverage. Martina Harris, Retail. Joel Allred, Safety and Security. Justin Horton, IT. Paula Air, Entertainment. And our executive chef, Nicolo Vitale, can't be with us today because he actually got married last weekend. So you'll have to meet him another time. Your Over Texas team. And with that, I'll hand it back to Wilma.
Thank you, Mark. How about this amazing management team? It will be good to know those people. They are the ones who get things done around here. So go and introduce yourselves when you can and meet them. These are all great part of the efforts for 2025 and 2026. So, are we excited?
Yes.
How about everything that's coming to the park? How about Cocina Abuela? I want to be the first person there. I heard they will have patatas bravas, which I absolutely love, and Spanish rice, and a lot of Latin America inspired dishes. So we can't wait to see that. And we do want to acknowledge the Mayor of the City of Arlington, Jim Ross, who is joining us this morning. Thank you, Mayor, for being here. Okay, the wait is over. I think I'm going to need someone to help me introduce the next presenter. Let me see. Is Katie in the room?
Hi.
Hi, Katie. Do you want to come on stage?
Sure.
The reason I am calling Katie is because I follow her on social media. Katie Coaster, ladies. It's see your nails. This is commitment, ladies and gentlemen. Can you explain what that is?
So I do nail art as a hobby, and I decided yesterday to paint my nails the colors of the track. So the tips of my nails are the brown color, and then at the cuticle it's the yellow color. And then I also added a red nail due to the code name of the project being Project Ruby.
We did not rehearse this. We have a lot of very passionate people who have been following our journey. As we announce the roller coaster, we have to build it first, but you'll be here soon. Okay, so you're gonna help me for this next part. Because as you know, we have a very special person that all of you know, most of you. So I can't think of a better person to share all the details about this new multi-record breaking roller coaster than the original general manager for the great state of Texas, Mr.
Jeffrey Siebert.
Shine the lone star that flies high above our gates. There's no doubt this is an extremely special time in our history as we approach the 65th anniversary, and you've heard all the magic that the team is working on. We together get to go on this journey as truly this magical time, a golden renaissance of Six Flags Over Texas. And we all have a front seat to that ongoing progress as we shine the Lone Star and make the park just absolutely spectacular for our 65th anniversary. So again, congratulations and thank you to Mark and the world-class team of Six Flags Over Texas. Thank you to all of our special guests, Mayor, our city manager, other folks that are here today to celebrate this huge monument and milestone with us. But as you know, the real reason that we're here today is because of you guys. It's because of our fans, our friends, those that have gone on this journey with us for a long time. I cannot thank you enough for your friendship, your support, and this journey is just beginning today. And I cannot be more excited to be the regional general manager for the great state of Texas. That we are going to do together to just make it great. And the 65th anniversary promises to just truly be legendary. Oh, those eyes are ominous. What the heck is going on here? Well, no doubt they are staring blazingly towards our future. The future is going to be more spectacular than ever before. As Mark was kind enough to call out some of the renovations that have already begun in Spain. As our Spain-themed area, one of the original Six Flags that flew over the great state of Texas, is being reignited and reimagined with a great new journey. Food, of course, food equals love, so you have to have brand new food. And it will be the highest capacity restaurant in the park. It will actually have 2 serving lines, be able to serve great fresh food very fast, but it will also be a great seating area for the monstrosity that we will be announcing today. In our new Spain village, we will be celebrating the running of the bulls with you every single day. And of course, to do that, we have to have a new star. We have to have a new shining beacon for Six Flags Over Texas. It is with great pleasure that I introduce to you today a new legend, Tormenta Rampaging Rampage! Are you guys ready? Oh, what's happening? What is going on? Well, welcome. Welcome. Don't these guys look great? Oh, what is this? Oh, thank you. Look at this VIP service. I love it. Fantastic. Give a big round of applause for these guys. This is looking great. Are you guys ready to see some of the statistics that we've been teasing? No? Okay, we're done then. We'll just show the logo. But what a cool logo. Our corporate design team created this really cool logo that incorporates the spirit of Spain and all that we're about to accomplish with Tormenta Rampaging Run. But as you know, this ride was designed to create a vista and change the skyline of Arlington forever. Change the skyline of DFW forever. Change the skyline of the great state of Texas forever. This ride puts us into an elite class of distinction that only a handful of parks in the United States have, and only a few more around the world. So with that said, let's begin layering out the world records. Well, that was a lame setup. Let's look at the trains! How about we look at the trains instead? You think I would know the order of the presentation by now, wouldn't you? The trains! Some of the distinctive features of this ride, if you are not familiar with a dive coaster, is one, the track is just obscenely wide. You hopefully have seen the track that's actually sitting out in the park that's out there. Because of that, it allows us to create a ride vehicle that seats 8 people in each row. So your entire family can ride together. No longer do you have to split up between the rows. 8 people can ride in each row together. The other special feature of a dive coaster is that it just doesn't go down the drop. It holds you looking straight down, or maybe beyond straight down, looking straight down at the ground from its height, which really is the distinctive features of the dive coaster, the unique nature of the trains, and the fact that it holds you at the top of the massive drop. Really cool. Look forward to riding with you guys very soon. Okay, now let's go to the world records. Are you ready to hear this? Let's begin with height. Standing at a world record height of 179 feet. Impressive. Standing 179 feet, breaking the world record for the world's tallest vertical loop. We have the world's tallest vertical loop. And as you know, that's not the first thing you encounter on this ride. So I look forward to going through that with you guys. It's so long, we basically can serve you lunch while you're going through it. World record number 2, and I bet you can guess that there's 6 world records. I don't know why there's 6. There's actually more, so you can follow along now, but the 6 that we're gonna call out today. Number 2, standing at an extremely impressive height of more than 260 feet. The world's tallest Emmelman! Whoa! Oh, 218 feet! 218 feet. So extremely tall. Very cool. You can see the glimpse of that first drop, no doubt. Next, let's go to record number 3. I'm gonna pull out my cheat sheet, make sure I'm doing it in the correct order. Record number 3. Let's talk speed. Let's move away from height for a second. Coming in at a record speed, a world record, fastest dive coaster on planet Earth, 87 miles an hour, world's fastest dive coaster. Next world record. Coming in at number 4, let's go to length. How long is it? Is it 2,000 feet? No. Is it 3,000 feet? No way. Is it more than 4,000 feet? You know it. Coming in at a record, and as you know, these numbers are all very specific. It can never be a round number. Coming in at a very specific 4,199 feet, the world's longest dive coaster. Gives you more of a glimpse. Next world record, number 5. Let's look at the angle. Is it 85? No, it is not. Is it 90? You know we could do better. Coming in at a beyond vertical 95 degrees. And it is a tall 95 degrees. The drop, how big is it? Not 250, not 270, a record 288 feet, looking straight down at the ground at 95 degrees. Now, of course, the big number, how tall is it? What category will this ride go in? Well, there's only one category that it can be, If you're dropping 285 degrees or 285 feet, it's got to be taller than 300 feet. And as many of you know, the magic number, 309 feet. The world's tallest dive coaster on planet Earth. Officially, the great state of Texas has a giga coaster that we cannot wait to ride with you guys. It is also the tallest floorless coaster on planet Earth, and there's many other records that the ride shatters, but those are the big six. But most importantly, are you guys ready to see what this ride's gonna look like in motion? Ready to take a sneak peek? Let's take a sneak peek and see the power of Tormenta Rampaging Run. Of what is being built at Six Flags over Texas for our 65th anniversary. And as you know, this is just the beginning of the journey. So let's take another look at what this coaster will look like. As you know, we have gone vertical on the ride already. The first sections that will be built with the lift hills, so very quickly changing our skyline in the weeks and months ahead. No doubt by the time we get to our Holiday in the Park event, it is going to look remarkably different as we approach our 65th anniversary. Also, the height requirement is 48 inches for the ride, so a very broad experience with the comfort collar and the vest restraints. So hopefully you are as excited as we are as we continue on this journey to ignite the excitement of Six Flags Over Texas. No doubt this is a shot that will be heard around the world. We look forward to welcoming visitors from throughout the region, throughout the great state of Texas, and all the international excitement that is coming up through the city of Arlington for our 65th, and of course all the great stuff that's happening in our community. So on behalf of all of us, thank you for everything. Go big, go Six Flags. Thank these guys. I'll welcome Wilma back to the stage. Come on, Wilma, bring us home. Wilma doesn't have a bandana. What is with that, Wilma? How do you not have a bandana? Well, I've got one for you. I've got a special one right here.
Thank you.
Let's give a round of applause for our hostess. Thank you so much, Wilma.
I was feeling left out already. Thank you, guys. How about that tormenta? You have to start practicing rolling your R's. And tormenta means storms. Just in case you didn't know, just wanted to make sure you did. Tormenta. You have 6 months to a year to get ready to ride that beast, right? It's pretty spectacular, so we can't wait. Thank you again for joining us today. Everybody online, thank you. We can't wait to welcome you next year when we celebrate the opening of Tormenta.
Can you tell us a little bit of information about yourself, who you are, and your
Hi,
title?
I'm Jonathan Smith. I am a representative of Bollinger and Mabillard, or B&M, the ride manufacturer for Tormenta.
Can you tell us a little bit about how long the project's been in the works?
A project of this magnitude takes several years. Usually what happens, and especially in this case, the parent company and the park approached B&M to create a record-breaking dive coaster attraction. And they came up with the idea of creating a giga dive coaster experience, which doesn't exist right now. And so Tormenta will be the first giga dive coaster in the entire world. So that product kind of came together. A giga coaster has fun drops, 300-foot drops, thrilling elements. But a dive coaster experience is a little bit different than the typical giga coaster, where we have fun, thrilling elements and versions. And we kind of blend those two products together to create the world's first giga dive coaster. And when you think about a giga coaster, the ride duration that you have right at the top, at the crest of the hill, you only get a few seconds to appreciate how tall you are. Here with Tormenta at Six Flags, you're going to have over 15 seconds of ride duration to appreciate how tall you really are and enjoy the view of the city of Arlington, of the park. So no other ride or giga coaster in the entire world gives you that opportunity to do that. And not only that, you're floorless. So you get to do all that before you descend on that record-breaking drop of 285 feet at a 95-degree angle.
So on a project like this, does the park approach B&M and say, we want the drop here, we want an element here, or is that kind of a collaborative process throughout the design?
It's a very collaborative process. So we make a lot of suggestions. We listen to the park first. What kind of product are they looking for? What kind of elements do they want? Do they want inversions? Do they not want inversions? What kind of inversions do they want? But they wanted to break not just one record, they wanted to have multiple records. They wanted to have tall inversions. And so Tormenta features 2 inversion records, the world's tallest Immelman at 218 feet. That's something they really wanted to see. And then the world's tallest vertical loop at 179 feet tall. And so those are things that they were looking for. They approached as we were finessing the layout to fit the theme of the new renovated Spain section of the park. And they also wanted to build excitement as people were coming into the park. So it's just going to be a massive feature as you come into the park, you get out of your car, you go to the front gate. It's going to be there. You're going to see it. And it's going to build a lot of excitement before you kind of come in.
Is it safe to assume that the finances of the ride are confidential and like how much the ride actually cost?
Yeah, it's up to the park to reveal those details. But it's a great product. It's going to be a great product here. We're really proud to partner with Six Flags Over Texas and be part of the special history that's here. It's cool that it's going to be the 65th anniversary when Tormenta opens. So it's fun to partner and work together on such a record-breaking attraction at a historical park.
Yeah, and it'll be 26 or 27 years since the last B&M here, Batman the Ride, another popular B&M ride. So appreciate your time.
Yeah.
And thanks for all the information.
No, thank you. Pleasure.
My name's Clayton Lawrence. I'm Six Flags Entertainment Company's corporate creative producer, and I get to work with the design team that created the story and designs of this land and attraction.
So can you tell me a little bit about the process of how this ride came to be? How long has it been in the works? Kind of the history?
Yeah, so the ride design, we worked with B&M. It's been about a 2-year process. We knew we wanted to go big. We knew we wanted to push the limits. We knew we wanted to celebrate a 300-foot drop by hanging you and keeping you there for a couple seconds, which hasn't been done before. And so once we got the track layout and knew how epic this ride was going to be, we then worked on the backstory of what we wanted to tell. So we knew that this ride is going to be epic and it's going to be placed in the Spain area. And that's an area that's important to the park's legacy and history. It's one of the original themed lands. And so we knew that we wanted to refresh it, but in a new way. And so paying little tributes here and there to the past, but also moving our story forward. And we decided to do a Running of the Bulls themed. It's a classic, iconic event that happens in Spain. And so our story centers around entering into the Spain land, and you're in a village that has been established over 200 years ago. And over time, they grew their cattle and the farmers grew the village, and they started to host their own Running of the Bulls. And they have a star champion who's really tough on competitors running through the streets, and that's Tormenta. And so once we identified that Tormenta is going to be our star, we started to design how you would ride a Running of the Bulls experience. So we chose a train design that will dress you up as a traditional runner in a white outfit with the harness will be your red scarf. And so once you board and you take off, the track is actually representing Tormenta because it's ivory rails for the horns. The box track is brown, that's his body. And then the columns are the streets you're running on. So once you take off and you go through all of the elements, you're basically being chased by Tormenta, and he's sending you, he might nip you in the butt and send you over flying, but you are trying to outrun Tormenta. And so that was the ride experience we wanted to tell. But then we wanted to take it a step further for the non-riders as well and really celebrate the plaza of the village. You're there on the day of their big festival, so we're gonna decor it. We have a new restaurant going in so that we can bring in authentic food. And so all of those elements are spilling over into the midways so that once you walk into Spain, you're part of the story from the first step.
And can you explain, what that process is when the ride's being developed? How the elements are going together. How do you decide where to put the station, where to put the lift? Where everything goes.
So the first step really is partnering with B&M and kind of listing out our objectives, and they will produce actually a couple different ride layouts. Okay. And then we put them into the park and we position and maneuver. We start to work on the guest experience. The placement's important. We knew we wanted to put this ride where it is because that's going to be your entry icon into the park now. It's going to overwhelm you when you're there. You're gonna run right into Tormenta. And so we work a lot through placement and of course B&M, they do all the scientific stuff to make sure the ride's safe and awesome, and they put the elements that they think is going to work really well. And then once we lock that in, we start to work on the station development. The station in this case is going to be Tormenta's paddock. And the whole drop the gate teaser leading up to this has been that he's broken out of his paddock. Okay. And so we're going to represent that through our theming package. And so we just start to chip away at our story through the design and lay the pieces in. And then from there, we start to fabricate and we'll start construction of both the ride, the land, the midways. And then, of course, as we get closer, we'll start to load in all of the scenic elements and floral and all of the placemaking items.
Awesome. Well, I appreciate your passion, clearly. A lot of thought has been put into the name and the theme and the story, and can't wait to ride and experience Tormenta. Yeah,
and Tormenta means storm. And there were storms that hit the village. Okay. And so that's why over time, they named their champion bull, Tough Bull Tormenta. So I just wanted to throw that out there as a side note.
Awesome. Well, thanks so much, Clayton, for speaking with us.
Yep.
We are here with the man, the myth, the legend, Jeffrey Siebert.
That's quite a setup.
So, as a longtime Six Flags Over Texas fan, it's great having you on board. When you first added this park to your oversight, what did you come and tour it? Were you already familiar with it? What were your initial thoughts? And did you see things where you were immediately like, we gotta change this, we gotta fix that?
Well, being just a fellow fan of theme parks, when I'm not actually working at a theme park, I'm visiting and having fun. So I'd come to OT all the time just as a guest. So when I became the regional general manager for the great state of Texas, we knew what we needed to accomplish, which really, to surmise it, is we needed to polish the Lone Star that flies above our gates for generations to come, and really started at that point a golden renaissance of enhancements that hopefully our guests are going on this journey with us and seeing around the park. From refurbishing and bringing to new life the Southern Palace, we're truly going flower bed by flower bed, building by building, ride by ride, light bulb by light bulb, to reignite that Texas spirit that this park was designed to shine for. And our new ride just takes that to the whole next level. So as we approach our 65th anniversary, it really is, the park is going to shine, the park's going to look magnificent, and of course the new ride is just going to demand attention because of the scale and scope of what Tormenta really brings to our community and to Six Flags Over Texas.
And speaking of Southern Palace, I know it's undergoing a multi-phase renovation project. A few are already complete. It sounds like the next phase is going to include actual theater seats.
Woo! Crazy! I know. After 64 years, if we need it or not, our
Yes.
guests will actually have brand new seats, yes, with backs, with cup holders, true theater style seating to elevate this. So when we add more entertainment, now you can really enjoy that entertainment in more comfort and style versus the seating we've offered for 64 years.
And that sounds great because I just sat on this bench for about an hour and I'm numb from the waist
They're
down.
very durable. As you can see, the seating currently is very durable and has lasted the history of time. But it is time to continue to elevate the theater to what it was really designed to be, which is a great showplace for all generations of our guests. So this way you're more comfortable and you can really not worry about your poor back or try to find a seat where you can lean on something. Now you can pick any seat that you want and enjoy the award-winning entertainment that will be debuting for our 2026 season.
I think the whole coaster community and fans of the park and roller coasters were excited when this was announced, and it sounded like it was going to be an original theme, an original name. Moving forward, do you think we will continue to see more of that and also just enhancements to the existing themed areas here at the park?
Absolutely, to all the above. Our job is just that this ride is so distinctive that it was a great passion of ours to make sure that it wasn't a shared name within the system of parks, that it truly had its own distinctive, its own personality, to be loud and proud that we weren't sharing another name, that it is truly its own world-class experience in itself. And like I shared before, our job now is to go ride by ride, themed area by themed area, and as a lot of our guests heard earlier today, we have just completely refurbished Flume 2, we're refurbishing Flume 1. We're doing the same to the train ride, doing the same to the teacups, doing the same to the mine train, and the list goes on and on and on as we are just going through the entire park to elevate it to a really fun, multi-generational quality experience that we can all feel proud of. But most importantly, when you guys come to visit the park, it just makes you feel good. You just want to be here. And we don't take that for granted. We really want to make this a special place for you, our family and friends, but also for generations to come.
And it's definitely noticed. All of us who go to the park regularly notice all the improvements and enhancements. Is there anything else you want to tell us upcoming or just what you're excited about as some closing
Oh my gosh,
words?
there's so many exciting things to announce, but not today.
Awesome. We'll be in touch. Appreciate
It's great.
the time.
Great.